I'm Dr. M. Radha, MCom, MPhil, MBA, PhD with a SET, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Commerce, Arulmigu Palaniyandavar Arts College for Women, Palani. In this video, we are going to discuss strategic human resource management concept. Before going to the meaning, I want to say the strategic human resource management likely called as SHRM. Meaning, the process of managing human resource that links the workforce with the core strategy, objectives, and goal of an organization. An approach to HRM that has the goal of using people most wisely with respect to the strategic needs of organization. When we come to the definition, Wright and Mahan defined SHRM as a pattern of planned human resource deployment and activities intended to enable the firms to achieve its goals. Mr. Storey also defined SHRM, a distinct approach to employment management which seeks to achieve competitive advantages through the strategic deployment of a highly committed and capable workforce using an array of cultural, structural, and personal techniques. Let me see the characteristics of strategic human resource management. The first character of SHRM is it involves the planned, organized, and effective use of human resource by an organization. SHRM study the different determinant factors that are responsible for making HR strategies. And also it develops different criteria for understanding the contribution of human resource to the competitive advantages. It develops different approaches to coordinate between HR strategies and business strategies. So one of the character is to study that all the HR issues and practice that affect or are affected by the strategic plan of organization. Within SHRM phenomenon, the human resource are treated as a human capital value and a knowledge of economy. Now, we see the objectives of strategic human resource management. The 10 objectives I have noted in the slide. The first one is to set the goals. Yes, SHRM is to set the goals of an organization with respect to human resources. The next one is to utilize human resources to identify the strategic need of organization and its utilization. The third objective is to select the type. Yes, SHRM select the appropriate organogram for the organization. The next objective is compensation plan. That is to set the appropriate and suitable compensation system for the employees. Next, to set the evaluation standard. To set the performance evaluation method and the standard. The next objective is to identify the relations among the different departments and setting their duties and responsibility. And next one is to set strategy for future challenges. That is, organization should set some strategy to survive in the competition. And also the next objective is formulate the HR policies. Like HR manager is supposed to take action in this regard. To review the existing HR practice is also one of the objectives of strategic HRM. That is, employed needs and workability of HRM policies are to be reviewed regularly. To develop guidelines. The last objectives of HRM is to develop guidelines for human resource manager. In this slide, the key features of strategic human resource management are three. The first one is there is a clear link between HR policy and practices and the overall strategic goals and environment of the firm. The second feature is there is some sort of organization structures that connects individual HR intervention so that they are mutually beneficial. The last one is a lot of responsibility of human resource management is passed down the line. Now we see the Advantages of strategic human resource management. The first advantage is the SHRM aligns HR with business goals. That means HR became more strategic and contribute to the organization overall success. The second objective is attracts and retain top talents. The SHRM involves developing strategy to attract, retain and develop top talent employees. That means it leads to high performance workforce that is committed to the organization goals and objectives. The third advantage is improves organizational effectiveness. SHRM involves developing and implementing HR practice and policies that are designed to improve organizational effectiveness and efficiency. This can lead to increased profitability and growth of organization. The next advantage is enhance employee engagement. Yes, really SHRM involves developing strategies to increase employee engagement and motivation. This leads to a more committed and productive workforce. The last advantage is support compliance. SHRM ensure that HR practice and policies are compliant with the applicable laws and regulation, and automatically this helps organization avoid costly legal and reputational risk. Disadvantages of strategic human resource management. Time consuming and costly is one of the disadvantages of HRM. Yes, the implementation of SHRM requires significant investment of time and resources. This can be challenge for smaller organization or those with limited budget. The next one is resistant to change. SHRM often involves significant changes to HR practice and policies. So the employees may be resistant to these change, which can lead to resistant and lower morale. The next one is SHRM is difficult in measuring outcomes. So difficult to measure the outcome of HRM initiatives, particularly in short term. This can make it difficult to demonstrate the value of SHRM to stakeholders. Lack of flexibility is also one of the disadvantage. SHRM requires a long-term perspectives and make limit an organization ability to flexible and respond to short-term changes in the business environment. The last one, overemphasis on metrics. In some cases, SHRM may lead to an overemphasis on metric and the use of quantitative data to measure HR outcomes. This may lead to a focus on short-term goals and a lack of attention to qualitative factors that are important for employees' well-being and satisfaction. Thank you for watching. Thank you.